and welcome to this edition of Culture Mosaic, a weekly culture express that brings you the latest updates on the Vietnamese cultural and entertainment scenes. In this week's episode, we'll bring you to Cát Cát village, Sapa, Vietnam, a place rich in culture and pardon, and has been the house of ideas for many fashion designers in Vietnam. Moving on to On the Mic, a song might be one of the best medium to express love. And what is better when the love for the landscapes and people of Vietnam is expressed through a song sung by a Korean singer. Waiting for You, 5,000 Years is the name of the song, and from the title only, you can tell how much feeling singer Joseph Kwon have for Vietnam. Last but not least, do you know that tea can elevate cuisine taste to a different level? We'll meet with an Italian chef who has been using local tea as a cooking ingredient with the desire to bring people one-of-a-kind delicious dishes. So let's start our journey right now. An exploration of Mong fashion through the eyes of a young designer. South Korean singer-songwriter with great love for Vietnam. A la tea experiments with Italian chef. And now let's begin with some local news. The concert series entitled Soul of the Forest gives audiences the opportunity to listen to music in the middle of a romantic pine forest in Đại Lải, Vĩnh Phúc. The show takes place every 2 weeks on Friday night and features the participation of many famous singers such as Trung Quân Idol, Bằng Kiều, Hà Trần, Uyên Linh, Phan Mạnh Quỳnh, and Lệ Quyên. Soul of the Forest also allows audience members to enjoy music in the middle of a romantic pine forest. The stage is situated next to impressive works of art from the Museum of Contemporary Art, with hundreds displayed outdoor and in unique containers. In addition, guests can also meet and interact with famous singers on an intimate night of music. The flash mob that took place on Nguyễn Huệ Walking Street in Ho Chi Minh City set a new record, drawing the largest number of participants in the nation so far. The flash mob was part of a series of events entitled Love Kun Share and Love, organized by the Central Council of the Ho Chi Minh Young Pioneer League organization. More than 3,000 Vietnamese children and teenagers from 57 provinces and cities nationwide joined the flash mob. The event aimed to encourage Vietnamese teens and children to maintain their mental and physical health post-COVID-19. The record-breaking flash mob was also organized to celebrate the 7th National Children's House Festival. Ho Chi Minh City has been chosen as the venue for the gala ceremony of the World Travel Awards for the Asia and Oceania region, scheduled to take place on September the 7th. On its website, the World Travel Awards WTA describes Ho Chi Minh City as the metropolis of boundless energy that draws together both old and new Vietnam. Last year, Vietnam won the title of Asia's leading destination at the World Travel Awards. It also honored Vietnam as Asia's leading sustainable tourism destination and the Vietnam National Administration of Tourism as Asia's leading tourist board 2021. This year, Vietnam received a series of nominations for numerous categories at the WTA 2022. Hạ Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the northern province of Quảng Ninh, has been ranked 5th among the 10 most beautiful places in the world in 2022 by Canadian travel site The Travel. Scattered throughout the bay are more than 1,600 limestone towers and islands covered in tropical trees. Most of the islands are uninhabited and unaffected by humans. The Canadian travel site suggested that the best way to experience this mist-shrouded landscape is to board a junk boat and sail through the outstanding scenic beauty. The magazine also advised tourists to drop by Thiên Cung or Heaven Grotto, one of the biggest caves in Hạ Long, and Sửng Sốt or Surprise Cave that give way to impressive sweeping views of the water below. Dutch online travel agency Booking.com has included Đà Lạt in the Central Highlands, known as the City of Love, among the world's 6 most romantic places for dating. According to Booking.com, it's no wonder Đà Lạt is considered Vietnam's honeymoon capital. With its poetic scenery and picture-perfect landscapes, it is the perfect location for an exciting dating show. It also recommends that couples take swan-shaped boats to row along the Valley of Love, admire panoramic views from Lang Biang Mountain, or enjoy a breathtaking sunrise or sunset at Xuân Hương Lake. They can also book a tour to explore the peaceful countryside on the outskirts of Đà Lạt, which is scattered with French-built colonial villas and strawberry farms. Traditional patterns, paintings, fabric, and other material are proving to be a cultural treasure house for many contemporary Vietnamese fashion designers. Combining elements of the traditional and the modern, artist-designer Phan Hoàng Linh has brought to life a project to honor the fashion of Mong communities in Cát Cát village, Sapa, Vietnam. In this week's Culture and Lifestyle, we will visit the beautiful village to learn more about Hoàng Linh story and how national traditions and culture become her sources of inspiration. Sapa is well known for its breathtaking rolling mountains and green rice fields, and also as the home of the Mong people. Born and raised in Quảng Nam province, artist-designer Hoàng Linh was inspired by the traditional art and culture of this land from an early age.
Trước khi còn là sinh viên thì mình đi thực tế nhiều lần ở Tây Bắc thì mình đã rất là thích con người và khung cảnh ở Tây Bắc. Cho nên là sau khi ra trường thì mình quyết định lên Sapa sống. Khi được tiếp xúc nhiều với lại người dân bản thì mình rất là thích những cái chất liệu mà người ta làm. Bắt đầu từ đó thì mình đã tìm hiểu về việc dệt vải, nhộn vải, học cái cách nhộn chàm, các cái kỹ thuật vẽ sáp ong của họ, và sau đó thì mình ứng dụng các kỹ thuật của họ để vẽ theo cái cảm xúc của mình để đưa vào trong những cái thiết kế. Bà con dệt vải về thì mình lấy vải đó, bắt đầu mình mới suy nghĩ ý tưởng để phác thảo các cái bản vẽ ra. Những cái thiết kế nào mà phù hợp với họa tiết vẽ sáp ong truyền thống thì mình sẽ sử dụng các cái họa tiết của các nghệ nhân vẽ và đưa vào trong các thiết kế.
Over time, the Mong women here have been able to preserve their traditional clothes and unique handicraft methods. As a result, the Mong women are an endless source of inspiration for her. Through the artist's delicate designs, the image of the Mong women is represented vividly and impressively.
Thông qua cái thiết kế thủ công thì các nhà thiết kế sẽ kết nối được với lại các nghệ nhân. Các nghệ nhân, các thợ thủ công thì hoàn toàn là tham gia hỗ trợ mình, cho nên là mình thực sự rất là cảm ơn họ.
Although Linh Handicraft is a fairly new name in the local fashion scene, it has always focused on promoting sustainability, which includes organic clothing and products. All their products are made with organic, 100% plant-based products that are designed and produced by hand in Sapa, Vietnam.
Thời trang bền vững thì đó là hướng mà mình đang theo đuổi luôn. Bởi vì là nó sẽ rất là thân thiện với môi trường và tạo ra một sự khác biệt.
Điều đầu tiên khá ấn tượng là ở đây các thiết kế nó rất là tinh tế, nó vẫn mang cái phong cách của người dân tộc, tuy nhiên là cũng pha một chút hiện đại, thành ra rất là phù hợp cho những bạn trẻ. Và chất liệu ở đây thì rất là đẹp và đường may tinh xảo.
Modern life now offers people more choices with the popularity of fast fashion. But with a deep love for traditional materials, there are many young fashion designers who prefer using traditional and cultural elements to express their fashion sensibilities.
Cảm ơn Sapa, cảm ơn Tây Bắc đã tạo cho mình cảm xúc để làm việc cho đến bây giờ.
I waited for you not for 1,000 years, but for 5,000 years. On the sand dunes of Mũi Né, with a dazzling smile. These sweet lyrics came from the heart of Joseph Kwon, a South Korean singer, songwriter with a genuine love for Vietnam. Having stayed in the country for only 3 years, Vietnam and Vietnamese references have already appeared in a handful of new songs in his catalog. The latest of them is Waiting for You 5,000 Years, which features a lot of Vietnamese iconic landscapes and traditional costumes, a gift from the South Korean singer to celebrate 30 years of diplomatic relations between Vietnam and South Korea. So in this week's On the Mic, we sat down with Joseph Kwon to learn more about his newest music release and the love for Vietnam that manifests in his songs.
당신을 기다렸어요. 1000년이 아닌 5000년 동안 무인의 모래.
Poetic lyrics, beautiful melodies, a light-hearted music video that leads viewers through many magnificent landscapes. Despite being in a different language, it's easy for any Vietnamese to feel touched at the sheer sincerity of emotions portrayed in the song, especially when each iconic destination of Vietnam is mentioned one by one in such an endearing manner.
천상의 할롱베이 환상의 장은 담고 야장의 진주서 에메랄드 북구어.
The song, named Waiting for You, 5,000 Years, is written and sung by Joseph Kwon, a South Korean singer-songwriter currently based in Vietnam. It's the 7th in his series of songs he wrote about Vietnam, and also an honest expression of how he feels about the country he fell in love with for the past 3 years.
Hello, Joseph Kwon, and it's great to have you with us on our show today.
Oh wow, my big pleasure and honor.
Congratulations on the release of your MV, Waiting for You, 5,000 Years. What I love about the MV is that you feature a lot of the Vietnamese landscapes within the music video of your song.
Thank you so much.
I want you to tell us about the origin of that music video. How did it came to be, and what is the inspiration?
It's a music video for introducing about Vietnam culture and people. First, this music video started from history of Vietnam. I studied about history of Vietnam and very interested. I wanted to show a little bit about that history. Yeah, it's 5,000 years means it's about the length of history of Vietnam. Maybe if I have a past life, I was Vietnamese. Thus, if I've been 5,000 years ago as Vietnamese, I'm waiting for you until now. Yeah, in Vietnam.
Now, just looking through the music videos alone, I can pinpoint a lot of different landscapes that you feature in Vietnam. And I know that you have to travel a lot through different provinces to be able to achieve those footages. Could you tell us about the journey?
I think we moved through 12 cities and many provinces. I met, fortunately, many good staff, and this music video became more than I expected. Most memorable moment was a difficult moment. In Pasipan, we got 3 days, but raining very heavy. For 2 nights, we couldn't get one moment for shooting. Last moment, we decided to shoot under the rain, but after that, all staff got fever and sick. In my room, I really got sad and cried much. I appreciate them, I think, until end of my life.
Now, in the theme of the stories of Waiting for You 5,000 Years, Butterfly Flakes seems to be the continuous storyline of that whole project. So when is the MV coming out, and could you share us a little bit of information about that?
We got 2 songs I made. Thus, we needed to imagine some special story for introducing efficiently to Korean and to the world. And it started from one story, Little Prince from France, and we start a scene from Munich. And I meet one fairy, and she guided me everywhere in Vietnam.
Prior to his arrival in Vietnam, Joseph Kwon has had a good career in South Korea as a composer and music producer. He used to serve as the conductor for SBS Choir and one of the music therapists of the Well Hospital Voice Center. Moving to Vietnam, alongside his work at the Korean Culture Center to promote the culture exchange between the 2 countries, he still produces music. While in Vietnam, he has also managed to assemble a team of trusted collaborators to pursue his musical vision, which has Vietnam as the central source of inspiration.
Kết hợp với chú Joseph Kwon thì là một cái rất là có duyên, và đối với mình là một điều rất là may mắn. Thì mình cảm thấy là chú một người rất yêu Việt Nam, biểu hiện qua cái việc mà chú tìm hiểu về lịch sử Việt Nam rất là kỹ, và chú cũng rất là yêu thích nhiều món ăn Việt Nam. Khi mà làm việc với chú Joseph Kwon ấy thì mình học được rất là nhiều điều từ chú. Thứ nhất là về cách làm việc thì chú là một người rất là nghiêm túc trong công việc. Thứ hai nữa là cách mà chú đối xử với mọi người rất là tinh tế, và mình rất là yêu thích cái điều đấy.
In addition to music, Joseph Kwon also shows great interest and enthusiasm in learning the Vietnamese language, starting with songs.
Now, not only Waiting for You 5,000 Years, but have seen almost entirely of your catalog, which really impresses me because there are several songs in there that you sang in Vietnamese, which really impresses me because Vietnamese is not an easy language. So how did you come about and learning Vietnamese?
Vietnamese language is really I love and I envy, because when I heard many songs Vietnamese, really beautiful. The pronunciation, intonation, and the feeling. I wanna really imitate. To be honest, it's quite difficult because I need to practice 3 times more than English. I want to say pronunciation perfectly.
And how long have you been staying here for?
3 years and a half.
So what made you decide to stay in Vietnam even though you were having a very good career in South Korea?
When I live in South Korea, I feel very comfortable, but I feel something lack, because comfortable means there's no challenge. My character, neither dynamic. For example, I've been in Italy for 8 years for study. I like to challenge something new. Vietnam is giving me many inspiration and passion.
So throughout your catalog, you use a lot of Vietnamese references in your song making and even in the images as well. For example, food like chả cá. are a little bit more subtle, like the sample you use, Mecho, in the song Remember. What is the inspiration for that, and how do you incorporate them into the bigger themes of your songs?
작가 and 맘동. It's most favorite. Every time my music leader starts from motivation, very simple, because I'm one person very simple. Well, just I wanted to introduce 작가 for Korean people. It's delicious, most delicious. Why you don't know? Something like that. I made one song, 작가 of peace, to lover, combat for one food 작가, one plate of 작가.
믿을 수 없어 이런 맛이 가능해?
Nước mắm mắm tôm, feel free to choose. Mắm tôm, nước mắm, your choice is yours.
To be honest, I don't insist K-pop style. I respect Vietnamese style, and I want to learn more Vietnamese style. I wanted to mix some feature Vietnamese and Korean. I wanted to make one new genre about music, but it's a bit lucky for me because I met really amazing staff, amazing friend, amazing people. We understand each other. I really appreciate.
Do you have any future plans that you could share with the audience?
We have a plan for press conference in Ho Chi Minh City for music video Butterfly Flakes. After that, I have a plan for one music video, 10 times more big, one ballad. I want to bring one orchestration, whole orchestration, big, and with 3,000 audience.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Joseph Kwon, for being on our show today. And I hope that all of your future projects will receive a lot of love from Vietnamese people and South Koreans alike.
Yeah.
Cooking with tea is a great way to get more from your cup as it imparts unique flavors into savory and sweet dishes. Tea can enhance a recipe and also balance the flavors. You can infuse a recipe with tea by adding a steeped tea or even just the tea leaves directly to the mix. So in our Connecting Cultures this week, let's visit Dalat City and meet with an Italian chef who has been using local tea as a cooking ingredient with the desire to bring people one-of-a-kind delicious dishes.
Francesco Mina was a cheesemaker for several years before opening his own restaurant in Dalat City. To honor local ingredients, he was advised to incorporate Dalat tea into his cooking. He developed an interesting new menu with an extensive Dalat tea list.
During this 1 year and a half, I tried to explore different local ingredients. Of course, starting from the more easy ingredient, as the meat, as the pork meat, as the milk, the local fruit.
For a cheesemaker, it's important to find the right recipe to incorporate with new ingredients, and tea is no exception. Francesco went out of his way to meet with local culinary experts, as well as experienced tea growers, to find out which teas were suitable for cooking.
So far I decided to use green tea for the cheese and the salmon. And I decided to use a oolong tea for the beef, as I was worried maybe there was too much of bitterness in the green tea. And then I utilized a matcha for the crème caramel. I know that Vietnamese, they love the sweet taste mixed with the matcha taste.
Francesco is currently the only fresh cheese producer in Dalat. Every day he manually produces about 20 kilograms of cheese from non-pasteurized milk according to the customer's order.
What I'm trying to do here is to bring a little bit of my own region, so a more specific cuisine. and also try to produce the speciality from my area in Italy directly in Vietnam with local ingredients.
Tea curing is a new concept for Francesco. After visiting Dalat tea plantations, this Italian chef immediately wanted to use tea to make special dishes of Piedmont, his hometown.
You know, the tea is being used as well for clean fish in general, to take out that fishy smell. Tonight I will present salmon gravlax cured with tea. The original recipe normally requires dill, but this time I use green tea. Whenever you use tea, then you're gonna add that sense inside your dish. You're gonna change one of the ingredients. So, for example, you can use bitterness in the background as green tea, or you can use dill, but you can substitute dill with tea in order to have this peculiar smell and back taste.
Lo Alpi serves authentic regional food from Piedmont amid central highland Vietnam's bucolic beauty and tranquility. Dalat's unique flavor of tea allows chefs to creatively take on familiar, yet interesting flavor.
I just tried the cheese, and I can still taste it, you know. The cheeses that he makes, they're generally strong. It's nice to pair with like some bread, and you only need a little bit of it. And the flavors are there. You can really taste the flavors in terms of like aftertaste, you know. I can still taste it right now.
Đây là một cái nhà hàng Italia, nhưng nó lại không phải nhà hàng Italia bình thường. Cái thực đơn của họ, các cái công thức của họ lại từ những cái vùng núi Alper. Tức là nó là một cái thứ mà rất là độc đáo. Và chính vì thế cho nên mình nghĩ là khi mà nó hội nhập với cả cái trà của Đà Lạt ở một cái vùng cao và cũng là cái vùng khí hậu nó cao và nó mát và nó trong lành như vậy, thì thật sự đây là một sự kết hợp rất là hài hòa. Và mình thấy là tất cả những món ăn, thí dụ như bình thường mình ăn như là phô mai hoặc là cheese hay là cá hồi, thì nó có một cái vị nó như kiểu nó làm giàu có lên, và nó rất là lạ, không phải ngẫu nhiên. Mà trà đó là một cái thức uống mà toàn thế giới họ cho rằng không chỉ là một thức uống bình thường, mà nó là một cái thứ thuốc mầu nhiệm, nó làm rất nhiều cái lợi ích.
Tea is a popular drink that has existed for thousands of years. It is a long-standing cultural feature in the life of Vietnamese people. In today's modern life, Vietnamese tea culture still exists, develops, and carries a very distinct beauty. These beauties have contributed to the vivid culinary picture in Dalat.
And that is the end of our program. If you'd like to catch us online, download the VTV Go app from your Google Play or App Store, or tune in our YouTube channel at youtube.com/VTV4Go for more of our programs. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode of Cultural Mosaic. Goodbye for now.